welcome you all in this session of the fluid machines. We were discussing about the centrifugal pumps. We have discussed the components of the centrifugal pump, the velocity triangles, the type of the flow in the centrifugal pumps, and also different types of heads and efficiencies in case of a centrifugal pump. Now we will derive an important expression, that is expression for maximum suction height or maximum suction lift for a centrifugal pump. Let us derive the expression for maximum suction lift or maximum suction height for a centrifugal pump. Now I have drawn a simple diagrammatic representation of centrifugal pump. Please note, this is the suction pipe, this is the delivery pipe, this is the delivery valve which is fitted over here inside the delivery pipe. This is the suction head, this is the suction head or suction height HS. HS is the suction head or suction height, which is the distance between the level of the liquid inside the sump and the center line of the pump. This is the suction height or suction head. We have to maximize this suction head only in this expression. Please note. So to derive expression for the maximum suction height or maximum suction lift, what I'm going to do, I'm taking a point at the liquid surface inside the sump. This is the point A. I'm taking a point at the top of the reservoir, that is point A, and another point 1 is there at the inlet to the impeller inside the suction pipe. Please note 2 points. The point A is at the top of the reservoir or at the free surface inside the sump. This is the point A. This is the free surface of the liquid inside the sump. So point A is at the top of the free surface of the liquid inside the sump, and point 1 is there at the inlet to the impeller, inside the suction pipe. Point 1 is there inside the suction pipe at the inlet to the impeller. I have taken these 2 points. Now apply Bernoulli's equation. Apply Bernoulli's equation between A and 1. Applying Bernoulli's equation between point A and 1. Let's go. To apply, let us consider the streamline connecting point 1 and A. To simplify, let me take a streamline connecting point A and 1. Now we can easily apply the Bernoulli's equation along this streamline, that it is PA by rho G, pressure at point A is PA, plus VA square by 2G plus ZA equals to P1 by rho G plus V1 square by 2G plus Z1 plus head loss between point A and 1. The total head loss between point A and 1. This HFS indicates the total head loss between A and 1. This is total head loss between A and 1. And this includes the head loss at the entrance to the suction pipe, the head loss at the entrance to the suction pipe, the head loss at the foot valve and strainer, these minor losses at any band, and also the frictional losses inside the suction pipe. Please note, this is the total head loss between point A and 1, which I have indicated by expression HFS. S stands for suction pipe. S stands for suction pipe. So this HFS indicates the total head loss between A and 1, between point A and 1, which would be the head loss at the entrance to the pipe, summation of head loss at the entrance to the pipe, head loss at the foot valve and strainer, head loss at the band, and head loss due to friction inside the suction pipe. So this is the total head loss between point A and 1. Now solving further, since we know that the velocity at point A is 0, at the top of the reservoir the velocity is 0. Now taking this top of the reservoir or the level of the free surface inside the sump as datum, taking this line as datum, I am taking this as datum, therefore ZA would be 0. Therefore PA by rho G equals to P1 by rho G plus V1 square by 2G plus Z1 would be equal to HS. If I am taking this as datum, Z1 would be equal to suction head HS plus total head loss inside the suction pipe, the total head loss inside the suction pipe. This is simple expression you can easily derive by applying Bernoulli's equation between point A and 1. And this is the total head loss, sum of all the head losses between point A and 1. Now please observe, if I am going to take the value of P1 by rho G over here, then please note what would be the P1 by rho G. Atmospheric pressure head PA by rho G. Please note, the pressure head at point A is atmospheric pressure head, so I am denoting it as PATM. The pressure at point A is the atmospheric pressure, so I am denoting this PA by rho G by PATM by rho G. Please note very carefully. The pressure at point A is the atmospheric pressure, though PA is denoted by PATM. Since PA is equals to PATM, pressure at point A is atmospheric pressure. So P1 by rho g will be PATM by rho g minus V1 square by 2g plus HS plus HFS. Now please observe the significance of this equation P1 by rho g. I have derived the expression first for P1 by rho g. This expression simply indicates that the pressure head at point 1 at the inlet to the impeller, the pressure head at the inlet to the impeller or at the inlet to the pump is below the atmospheric pressure head. This is the atmospheric pressure head. So the pressure head at point 1 is below the atmospheric pressure head by this much amount. Please note very carefully. This is the pressure head at point 1. This is the atmospheric pressure head. Now this equation indicates that the pressure head at point 1 is less than the atmospheric pressure head. And by what amount? By this much amount. By this much amount. So the pressure at point 1 is less than the atmospheric pressure, we can simply say. Or we can see that this is the point of minimum pressure inside a centrifugal pump. This is the point of minimum pressure inside the centrifugal pump, because suction of the liquid is taking place and to this side delivery is taking place. So this is the low pressure side and this is the high pressure side. This is the high pressure side. This is the low pressure side. So the pressure at point 1 is less than the atmospheric pressure, or the pressure head at point 1 is less than the atmospheric pressure head by this much amount. This much amount. Okay, clear to you. Now let's write further. Let's take some another page. Please note. So by what amount? P1 by rho g is equals to PATM by rho g minus what we got? We got V1 square by 2g plus HS plus HFS. And this V1 square by 2g will be equal to Vs. V1 will be equal to Vs, which is velocity of flow in suction pipe. So V1 is represented by Vs. So finally, the pressure head at point 1 will be equal to atmospheric pressure head minus this quantity. Okay, this is clear to you all. Again, I am repeating, the pressure head at point 1 is less than the atmospheric pressure head by this much amount. Now from this equation will be used later on. I have to derive the value of HS. Please note, HS can be written as HS can be written as P1 by rho g. HS can be written as, HS now can be written as, from this equation HS can be written as PATM by rho g minus P1 by rho g minus Vs square by 2g minus HFS. From this equation, HS can be written as PATM by rho g minus P1 by rho g. Please take HS to this side, you will have all other terms. Okay, so HS can be written as PATM by rho g minus P1 by rho g minus Vs square by 2g minus HFS. Or HS can further be written as PATM by rho g minus P1 by rho g plus Vs square by 2g plus total head loss inside suction pipe. Now, please note, since the pressure at point 1 is less than the atmospheric pressure, but to what limit this pressure might be less than the atmospheric pressure? If this pressure at point 1 falls below the vapor pressure, now I have to derive the expression for HS maximum. This HS would be maximum if this P1 by rho g would be minimum. Please note, this HS would be maximum if this P1 by rho g would be minimum for all other quantities being constant. HS would be maximum if this P1 by rho g is minimum. Now what will be the minimum value of P1 by rho g? The pressure head at point 1 would be minimum when the pressure head at point 1 is equal to the vapor pressure head. Because if the pressure at point 1 falls below the vapor pressure at the working temperature, then the formation of the vapor bubbles would take place and it would further lead to the phenomena of cavitation. Please note, I want to maximize the HS because HS maximum, I want to derive the expression for maximum suction lift. So to derive the expression for maximum suction lift, I have to minimize this P1 by rho g. Now what would be the minimum value of the P1 by rho g? The pressure head at point 1 is not allowed to fall below the vapor pressure head, because if the pressure at point 1 falls below the vapor pressure, the vaporization of the liquid take place at point 1. This would lead to phenomena of the cavitation. So in order to avoid the cavitation, the minimum value of the P1 by rho g would be equal to the vapor pressure head. So in the limiting case, the P1 by rho g would be equal to PV by rho g. Please note, I am again repeating. I want to derive the expression for maximum suction lift or HS maximum. So HS would be maximum when this P1 by rho g would be minimum. Now what will be the minimum value of P1 by rho g? Please observe first. This is the pressure head at point 1. So minimum value of the pressure head at point 1 would be equal to the vapor pressure head, because if the pressure head at point 1 is below the vapor pressure head, then the vaporization of the liquid take place and this will lead to the phenomena of the cavitation. So in order to avoid the cavitation or to ensure the cavitation free operation of the centrifugal pump, the minimum value of the P1 by rho g would be equal to P1 by rho g. So in the limiting case, taking P1 by rho g equals to PV by rho g, we will have the maximum suction lift as P ATM by rho g minus PV by rho g plus Vs square by 2g plus HFS. Clear? So further it can be written as HS maximum, the maximum suction height, is equals to P ATM by rho g is written as HA, atmospheric pressure head, minus this is vapor pressure head, this is Vs square by 2g, and this is head loss due to friction. This is the expression for the maximum suction lift. Please note. Simply, I have up to this point, I have simply applied the Bernoulli's equation between point A and 1, and this expression has been derived. Now what, again I am repeating, in order to ensure the cavitation free operation of the centrifugal pump, the minimum value of P1 can be equal to the vapor pressure of the liquid at the working temperature, because if the P1 falls below the vapor pressure, at the working temperature, then the vaporization of the liquid will take place. This would lead to the cavitation. So in order to avoid the cavitation, the minimum value of the pressure at point 1 may be equal to the vapor pressure, or the pressure head at point 1 is equal to the vapor pressure of head. So substituting P1 by rho g equals to PV by rho g, we will get the maximum suction lift, the